Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. So this is my flawless foundation routine. A lot of these products are super viral for very good reasons, and I'm just so happy I get to share this with you guys because this is my favorite foundation routine. I'm gonna be using this for a long time because my skin is just like glowing and it lasts long and I just love it so much. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And we're just gonna jump right into my flawless foundation routine. So first we have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This was super viral and I honestly didn't give it a try until a couple weeks ago. I got this like set of the setting spray and the cream bronzer, which is also really good. But yeah, and so I've been using this and I'm amazed and love it. And I mean, it's viral, everyone knows about it. And I kind of gave it a shot and I love it. So I'm just gonna put one pump of the Hydro Grip all over my face to get that really nice sticky base. The smell of this is actually horrible. It smells like Play-Doh or something. It smells really bad actually. And then I'm going to go with a very generous amount of the Lumi Lotion by L'Oreal. This is the Glotion shade Light Glow. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I use this on my wife. I like it on me, but I use this a lot more on my wife. She has dry skin, I have oily skin. It's much more, the Charlotte Tilbury one is much more luminous than the L'Oreal one. But I put this everywhere. So that way I have a nice glowy, flawless base. So this is the base makeup. It has that nice luminosity from the L'Oreal Glotion and then that sticky tacky base from the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. All right, now we're gonna go with my favorite foundation, L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hours. I love this one. I love the Maybelline Matte Poreless Filter. Catrice True Skin. These are all drugstore, and I also like the other Catrice one. It's matte, and it is the 48 Hours Matte Liquid Foundation. All these are amazing. This one, the L'Oreal Infallible, gives, it's no surprise, everybody knows about this foundation, but it gives that like high-end feel. It makes your skin absolutely perfect. It wears nicely. I have oily skin, my wife has dry skin, and I use this on both of us, no problems. And I feel like it's really rare to find a foundation drugstore that works for both oily and dry skin. I use about 2 pumps. I've been self-tanning. My face is way lighter than my body, and this actually might be too dark, but I'm just gonna go with it. This is in the shade Vanilla. So I just like to dot this all over. Like that. It just makes it so much easier to blend out and like more even. And then I'm going to blend it out. And it just gives you, like, look at the glow that you can see here through the foundation. I'm telling you, I love this routine. It's gonna be my go-to for a very long time. Using very affordable products. All right, so now I'm gonna go with my favorite concealer. This is the Tarte Neutral Light 22N concealer. So I'm going to apply my concealer right here underneath my eyes. Down my nose a bit. Like that. I'm gonna apply it out here. And I also apply it here on my chin. I always let my concealer set for 15 to 30 seconds, so we'll have the most opaque look, and I will blend it out with a beauty blender and a setting spray. So next I'm gonna take the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray and a beauty blender. I'm just gonna get it wet, and then I'm going to blend out that concealer. Being very careful with my eyeshadow. Alright, so this is the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Full of Life. It is so good. Like, I never would go on my face and crayon bronzer, but this bronzer is so blendable that it just blends out and I could totally apply it exactly where I want and I know I'll be able to blend it out. So I'm going to put contour here on my cheeks, forehead, nose, and bottom lip. Take a different beauty blender and I'm gonna get it wet with setting spray, like a lot of setting spray. It's the same Milk Hydro Grip setting spray and I'm gonna blend this all up. Like, look how easy and beautiful that is blending. So insanely nice. And I just kind of pat it. I don't push it around because I'm not trying to break up anything underneath that, you know, like no foundation. But just look at that. Blends out like a dream. Like, so insanely easy to blend. And I like read that about this product before I bought it because I feel like there's so many times I've tried liquid bronzing products that just don't blend out. So this one, I'm gonna like make sure I get it up into my hairline because I put it way too low. But look at that, like totally blends out into this perfect like matte shade. And that shade, Full of Life, is like the best shade when it comes to. It's like dark enough, but also not too crazy. So I just do that to give me a little bit of a bigger lip. And lately this has been working as like the best nose contour, just doing this. And I'll put concealer down the center and on the sides. So now I'm just going back in with a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just going to put a little here and down my center of my nose. And I'm going to take my other beauty blender and blend and kind of shape how I want it. And kind of like just, you know, tap on top just to kind of blend them together. I'm gonna go back in here. And kind of go up my nose a bit to give myself a little bit of that contoured nose look. I go back in with that bronzing sponge and just kind of shape my nose some more. So that way it's just this super soft, natural nose contour. For my under eye, I have been loving the Maybelline Fit Me Flawless, or sorry, Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. So I'm just gonna take a fluff, pat it, tap the back of my hand, and just go right in. To me, this has a little bit of color in it, and it's just such a finely milled, amazing powder, and it just gives me the most perfect under eye. I really want to try Huda Beauty's powders, as I heard they are just as good and perfect. But like, so, so nice. And then I'm gonna set the center of my face. And I'm gonna go down my nose very slightly, with a little bit of powder. I'm gonna take this Maybelline translucent, what's this? Maybelline translucent matte poreless powder. And then I'm gonna take that on an L'Oreal A14 and I'm just gonna rub that underneath my eyes here to kind of set that with a pressed powder, because setting your under eye with a pressed powder and a translucent powder, like a loose powder, really helps your under eye look flawless. It's a mistake I used to make where I didn't set with two powders like that. So next I'm gonna set my whole face, the bronzer, everything, with one size translucent powder. I use a big L'Oreal A21 powder brush. And look at that like natural contour. And then set my nose contour with that as well. So my favorite bronzer of all time is the Anastasia Beverly Hills shade Rich Amber. This is the most buttery, smooth, flawless, powdery bronzer, but I'm not tan enough right now for that. So my favorite one lately has been LYS Harmony Medium Bronzer. This is from Sephora's super affordable brand, and it comes with this little mirror, and I love like the packaging. So I'm gonna go with this bronzer using a 3.2 L'Oreal brush, and I'm gonna bronze my forehead sides here. Having that cream bronzer underneath is just really gonna help this last. And always brushing up for the cheek contour. Like, this is killer. Just like, killer. Like, I love this so much. And then I'm just gonna take whatever's left on my brush, I don't really go with anything, and just like set my nose contour and underlip. And so I have been using the Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. This is a really pretty cream blush, but I am not gonna use it because it's just too much. And the eye look is already dramatic and I don't want the very vibrant cheek. I love this if I'm wearing a more neutral look, but this has been my go-to with this routine, but I'm not using this. I'm gonna go with one of my favorite Tarte blush shades. This is the shade Expose. It's a really pretty neutral reddish pink shade. My L'Oreal A22 blush brush. And I'm always gonna mix two blushes together. I've been finding that mixing two blushes together just like really gives you this like extra dimension blush look. Like, I love the color. I love this color blush mixed with all of this. Like it's so pretty. It's so like neutral and wearable. It's not too pink, it's not too red, and I'm definitely going heavy-handed with this because I just love blush. Blushes I've really been liking to mix lately is the Luminous by Milani, Luminoso. And this one, I will just touch it right here just to give that like little extra something that's not gonna last very long, but it's just gonna look like, you know, it's gonna look pretty. My favorite cream highlighter. I'm not a fan of putting highlighters on top of powders, but I am today because I forgot to use this and I just love this way too much. This is the Bounce by Merit highlighter. Also have the shade Canva. Clearly it's loved. And Bounce is just like, it's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Take my beauty blender here. I'm get a really good amount on her. I'm just gonna bounce it. Like, look at that. Like, flawless, like, absolutely stunning. Like, I don't think I'm even gonna put any powders on this because it would be way too much if I did. So that might have been way too heavy-handed, honestly. That was a way too much highlighter. So I'm just gonna bounce it here too. Maybe down here. Like, that is stunning. You see that? And then I'm just gonna put some more of that blush right on top of there. My whole face with either be Milani setting spray or the Milk Hydro Grip. I'm gonna go in with this one. So I'm gonna really spray it. And then pat it in with a beauty blender. And like, look how, and just like, look how flawless all that is. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I love this foundation routine. I think it's like gonna be my go-to for a very long time. I really incorporated some cream bronzers and highlighters. I usually only use powders, but it makes my skin so flawless. And yeah, so I'm really happy I got to share this with you guys. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video.